Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today. I was the victim of credit card theft, and there's a lot to cover with this. So now that the holiday weekend is over, there's so many things to cover. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And today we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold, and I will cover them in just a bit. But this is wild. Think about this. Saturday night, I get invited to a friend's house, and she's going to cook dinner and going to make turkey and a second Thanksgiving. Isn't that nice? Okay. Well, we're about to sit down and eat. It was late. It's about 8 o'clock our time. And I get a text message. I'm like, who is texting me on a Saturday night after 8 o'clock? So I look down, and it's my Capital One card. And I'm like, uh-oh, what's this? Oh, you just had a purchase on Walmart for $581.29. I'm like, wow. And I'm like, no, I didn't. Card's in my hand, and I'm not buying anything from Walmart right now. So I immediately open up the Capital One account, and it was, hey, did you do this transaction? No. So the card was stolen someplace and was compromised someplace. Now, the thing I did in Las Vegas this time, I'm so grateful for, and that is that I used a completely separate card. I used one card for the entire trip. And I have credit cards that are set up for, this is for online purchases. This is for travel. This is for domestic stuff. This is for my, my personal stuff, buying food and stuff like that for me. That has nothing to do with the business. So I get this charge, $581.29. It's crazy. So, it starts asking questions. Did you authorize this? Do you want to dispute this? Yes, 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 yes. But to back up a little bit, I tried to use the card. I was walking through. You guys saw me film over the weekend at South Coast Plaza, and I was trying to use the card at Crate and Barrel, and it was just doing that circular thing where the thing was just spinning when the card got put in, and it was $58. It was nothing. So I'm like, well, that's weird. It's okay. And I said, oh, you pulled the card out too soon. I said, something's wrong. This is not right. It should just go through. And he goes, well, try and, tapping it. So we tried that. Same thing, spinning, spinning, spinning. And I'm like, I don't like this. Well, how do you want to pay? Here's cash. Boom. Give him $60, and that was the end of that. So point was that 2 hours later, I get this bogus charge and contact Capital One. Now, a few things, and I want to call out some people on this. I get paper statements from Capital One, from all my credit cards. You have to have paper statements. If you cancel paper statements, I'm canceling the credit card. Please understand that. And I want to call out these lovely individuals that have made fun of me. I mean, there's been 18 that did this, but I just wanted to get the greatest hits for these people that said that I was stupid for doing this. And Leonard, Karen with a C, Duke, Susan, Johnny Yahoo, clown, Redmond, it's 6849 question mark, whatever the heck that guy is, blah, blah, blah. But these people all wrote me various times telling me how stupid I was to have paper statements. You're destroying the environment. You're the one that's wrong with this world, making them mail you something, and you keep rates high by not having yourself on an email to get notified for your statements. I want you to understand something. Saturday night, my credit card, the closing of the credit card statement for the month was the day before. So I, according to Capital One, would not have found out about that for 40 days. Now, think about that, 40 days. 40 days to find out that there was identity theft. And she said, I'm really glad you called. I'm really glad you have the text notifications, because you would have gone out and you would not have found this out till, you got the statement. So I am telling you guys, you have to get the text statements from people. You have from all your credit cards. And what this does, if it's $10, they notify you. If anything, it's $3, they notify you. If it's $581.29, they send you a text. So you have that, wait a second, it's not me. So Capital One is a great company. They already issued a new card. And hey, please understand you have the virtual card that you can use online and for your purchases. Here's all the online purchases that you have tied to this account. Would you like us to continue these? Click yes, 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 no, 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 no. So you get that option. Now, trying to figure out when I could have been compromised. Was it Crate and Barrel? Was it somebody else? Who knows? I bought those stupid bundt cakes online. I mean, they were stupid. I bought bundt cakes online for Thanksgiving for my family that they requested. So was it the bundt cake place? Didn't use it much before that because I was out of town in Vegas using the other card. So trying to figure this out, it's just kind of mind-numbing. Now, here's the thing about this. Capital One is a high-risk credit card when it comes to identity theft. For my birthday in February, I called Capital One before I left on my trip and said, hey, we're traveling. I just want you to know if there's any charges out of state. I don't want you to panic. Oh, sir, you don't have to do that anymore. And you're a blah, blah, blah client, so we don't have to worry about that. Don't worry about that. So my girlfriend at the time and I were in an Uber going to the boat. And I get a Capital One text notification in February that says, you just were in Seattle and you spent almost $400 at a Crate and Barrel. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I've never been to Seattle, and I didn't spend $400 at Crate and Barrel that day. And I'm asking my girlfriend, did you buy anything? I would never use your card, And I talked about this at the time, but thank God I had another credit card. Okay, so I was already logged into the ship to pay for everything, to enjoy ourselves, to have a good time. But again, here's your new card, which is the one that just got compromised here in November. So the text messages caught it. The text messages caught it. Oh, no, no, no. You need to have it printed only. Not printed, but just via email. Do you check your emails on a Saturday night? Do you get notified of all your credit cards on every time there's a swipe? You should. You really should. And again, if people are trying to budget and work together and things like this pisses people off. And it's men and women. It's equal. I get people that write me, how dare you tell my wife to get text messages? I'm buying auto parts and it's my day off and you can do whatever you want, buddy. I don't care. But the point is that she's getting a text message to know what's being used on the card. Don't you want that? Again, if you want to lie about that, go ahead. So, see what I'm saying? Now, the woman that was making me dinner Saturday night said, oh my gosh, when I was in Spain, we were going to the hotel and we got the text message that the card was used in some other country, wasn't Spain. And she hadn't used the credit card yet on her travels. So they were out. She said, thank God I had a second credit card for that. But there's a lot more to cover on this. So I want to give you guys some ideas on what to do. But again, this was shocking. But you people that are, I'm destroying the environment, okay? I just say, I could have saved myself, $30,000 in headaches? Come on, guys. Sir, this is what's happening. They try it once, and then they continue. Now, the last time that this happened was on a smaller credit card, and I lost it. Gosh, where is the card? Well, the clown went to Jack in the Box 3 times in the same night. He went to try to buy gas at the Speedway gas station a few times, and thank God spent basically $125. They cleared it all up, credited me, gave me a new card. I had that. I also had a time that I used my card in a parking meter that I do all the time. And the parking meter, the city of Huntington Beach said, please be advised that we think somebody compromised cards, so we recommend you have a new card issued. So, the bank issued that. Isn't that crazy? So you have to protect yourself, guys. There's a lot more to cover on this and a lot of news too. So, let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. Right now we are living through complete chaos when it comes to the stock market. right now. Everybody is predicting this massive bubble that we are in to finally burst. You need to protect yourself, and you need to look at precious metals. The best place to do that is #1 rated Patriot Gold Group. #1 rated for 9 years in a row with Consumer Affairs. IRAs, 401ks, backed by precious metals. Contact them. Let them answer all your questions. 888-330-1431 is their phone number. Silver. Right now they say silver is going to go through the roof right now. You don't want to miss out on this. Please contact them today. Let them answer all your questions. But deal with a company who's #1 rated, has the best customer service, and has done over $1 billion in transactions. Well over 10,000 clients, #1 rated for very good reason. Contact them today. 888-330-1431. Let them know that Dan from iAllegedly sent you. Now, if this has ever happened to you, you've got to communicate with your bank. And again, I don't care if you have a $500 credit limit. Explain to them what's going on. And they should work with you. They should make it very easy for you to get your money back if you've been charged, but you have to diligently work on this. And you have to, remember where your cards are at, guys. Have a place to put them if they're not in your wallet inside the house that is safe. So contact everybody. It's funny. They gave a list of things to do. And the first one, I got a kick out of this. Don't tell anybody. Well, I kind of, as a content creator, guys, you guys know about this stuff. So, don't tell anybody. Notify the merchants. Make sure other cards have not been compromised. Protect your credit. Make sure you check your credit report. And, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, they all give you free. Like, I could get a free credit report right now from all of those because of that. And should you set up a fraud alert or not, that's on you. The text messages are enough because it's like you go to get your car worked on, you swipe the card, and you go, okay, how long does it take? When you place a fraud alert, you have to do it, and it varies on what type of fraud it is. If it's theft, or if it's identity theft, if the card has been stolen, or identity theft. When should you place an extended alert? Guys, just have it on there. Active duty alert if you're in the military. And a security freeze, credit freeze. You can put freezes on your accounts that make it so that people cannot, they cannot use your card. They cannot add to your credit or anything like that. Everybody, this time of the year, we've talked about making sure your beneficiaries are good, making sure things are done. Check your credit card statement right now. And now they even have a new thing from the identitytheft.gov. It's a governmental agency where you can go out and you can file an identity theft claim. It's kind of cool. That is going to be helpful. Capital One's taking care of that, and I'm very lucky for that. But again, guys, if I wouldn't have got that text message, I would never have known. And I'm not watching my phone or opening email on a Saturday night about to sit down with turkey and biscuits and having a good time. You know what I mean? Kind of sidetracked with other stuff. So, a few things with shopping that I absolutely love. So many retailers are changing their return codes. And, they'll take this back forever. How about these? Sephora, 30 days. Ulta, 30 days. Best Buy, this one's a weird number, 77 days. 77 days to return something to Best Buy. Amazon is now 92 days because no matter what time of the year, that's going to be 3 full months. So there's no shenanigans. You told me it was 3 months and it's 1 day off. Okay? Nope. And then Macy's is 18 days. 118 days. Pardon me, for Macy's, 118 days. Now, think about this. Last year, during this time, they don't have these numbers in yet, but 2024, the numbers of merchandise bought on Black Friday weekend was $890 billion worth of merchandise. That was the merchandise value. How much was returned? 17% of it was returned. Wow, people don't like your gifts. They really don't like your gifts. I want to remind you guys that Giving Tuesday, I hate. Okay? I hate Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. I can't stand it all because it is a made up thing to have you spend money, just like the fact that we have to be reminded that there is uh, a month, September, for Hunger Awareness Month, or as Fran Glover likes to call it, Hunger Action Month. Do something good for people. If you would like to do something good for a 501c3 charity that is brilliant, she prepares meals for people that are hungry, that are less fortunate. You give her money, she puts together the meals. Don't send her food, send her cash, and she will give you a tax deduction. But if you want to do something for this holiday season and support people that are less fortunate than you, Fran Glover at Joseph Dream House is absolutely brilliant. So please, the link will be below. Take a look at this. One of the best people in the world, without a doubt. But again, gives of herself, works basically every single day trying to feed people, but she has just been inundated with so many veterans and so many people that are hurting that were not hurting before. Okay? So please, use the link below and you can do something good. I do this every year, and I give her money every year. I hope everybody had a really good holiday weekend and you are not the victim of identity. Don't forget, we've got the private channel, iAllegedly Live, where we do all the uncensored content that I love doing, and our video sharing site, newvideos.com, that is growing every single day. There's more people on it. I absolutely love that. But the final story is copper theft across America. This has become such a problem that, first of all, they crack down on certain things like here in Southern California, they finally got crazy with people that have the catalytic converters. And I've had my catalytic converter stolen 3 times from different vehicles. And it's awful. Awful, awful, awful. And one thing that they've done is they've made it so, how do you have this? Show proof of ownership, which I've got 19 of them. Can't show that. The next thing is copper. Right now, thieves are breaking into, substations, AT&T buildings, and they are just cutting copper like it's going out of style. Copper on the London market for a ton is $11,146 right now. That is substantial. And what it's doing is it's wreaking havoc on people. AT&T has gone out and they have what they call the copper police now, where guys used to be roaming to look at things. They go around and think and look for places that could be victimized. And one thing that they're doing, which is funny, is they're putting fake covers over the copper that says these are data cables, these are digital, these are not copper, okay? Not copper. So I think it's kind of funny. But what it's doing is it's wreaking havoc on people's internet. They're cutting these cables and ruining it. You've got different places here in Los Angeles where people have been without cable, without TV for days on end. And because you know how incompetent your cable company is, it's making it worse and worse and worse because of these thefts. And they're getting so much money for this right now. So it's a problem across the country. There's a great story from the Wall Street Journal. There's a great story from Los Angeles talking about this. And it is getting worse and worse and worse. How are we going to stop this? These people strip copper. Think about this. Copper cable wrapped in the plastic gets so much, and then they melt it down. And then they turn it into a brick of pure copper and get rid of all the contaminants that are attached to it. And then you've got people that have the ability to strip the wire. Some people are going out, they're like, people are showing up at their substations and there's plastic all over the place. Uh-oh, we've been robbed. And they strip the cables right there. So fascinating stuff, guys. But the criminal element is alive and well. And what are they going to steal next other than Dan's credit card and copper and catalytic converters? Okay. You want to get a hold of me, it's hello@iallegedly.com. Once again, I'm telling you this. Even if you don't want to have a paper statement, contact your credit card companies and say, hey, can I get a text message alert every time the card is used? Now, I have one card that's set up for $200, so it doesn't go off every single time I use it. But you be the judge of that. You be the judge if that's the way to go. But everybody should have this on your cards because you're going to know if something bad has happened immediately. Or if your husband's buying auto parts when he's not supposed to. Okay, just ratted that guy out. Hit the like button, subscribe, make good choices. See you soon.